Today we celebrate the beginning of Tony and Lisa's journey together. I am Tony, father of the bride, and would like to take a moment to thank you all for sharing in their special day.
You've known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment, and at some point you've decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with "when we're married" and continue with "I will" and "you will" and "we will." Those late night talks that included "someday" and "somehow" and "maybe", and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All those common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another over these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife."
Marriage is a beautiful and complex thing, the joining of two hearts and two souls as one. Every wedding is special, of course, but to see your daughter getting married is something else. Later this afternoon is a memory I shall cherish. You looked absolutely beautiful in your stunning wedding dress, and you got married in the best church of them all, Elland Road. I don't think any amount of preparation can ever leave you feeling ready to give your daughter away. But if I had to choose a person to hand her to, I would choose you every time, Tony. And as I stand here before our friends and family today, I want to give you my blessing. You are a fine man, more than worthy of my daughter's hand in marriage.
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
of any lawful impediment why I, Anthony Stead, may not be joined in matrimony to Lisa Stella Longbottom.
I'd like to say thank you to Lisa's family for accepting me and Natasha into your lives. You've shown nothing but kindness and warmth, and it means a lot. Special thanks to Joy and Tony for raising an amazing, independent, beautiful woman, and I promise to take the best care of her forever and always.
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
lawful impediment, sorry.
It's okay. Why I, Lisa Stella Longbottom, may not be joined in matrimony to Anthony Stead.
So, the art of marriage. A good marriage must be created. In a marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say "I love you" at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner.
So I just want to say a few thank yous. To the bridesmaids, thank you for being part of our special day today. You all looked absolutely beautiful and have done us proud. I'd like to thank Andy for agreeing to be the best man. However, after today's speech, we might not be friends very much longer. I'd like to thank both Rachel and Natasha for their wonderful readings earlier. Gemma, thank you for singing. It was a great performance.
So I know it's not tradition for the bride to speak, but we've already shown that we don't really roll with tradition, haven't we, Tony? I can't let this part of the day pass without taking a moment to tell you about my husband. I thank you for being the man who makes me feel $1 million. I thank you for making me feel safer than I ever have before. Thank you for giving me the privilege to become a mum, first to our Natasha, then Sophia, and I'm really sorry for spoiling your plans of early retirement. I thank you for never letting me feel alone. I thank you for showing me the stars, reaching up and bringing them down out of the sky for me. You are my best friend, my biggest supporter, my inspiration, my dream maker, and I love you.
I call upon
these
persons here present
to
witness
that
I, Anthony Stead,
do take thee,
Lisa Stella Longbottom,
to
be my lawful wedded wife.
wedded wife.
I promise to love and care for you
I promise to love and care for you
and to be faithful to you always. Lisa, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage,
as a lasting reminder
of the vows we are making today, and as a symbol of all that we share now and always.
When I met Lisa, I realised very quickly that you were the one. You're the most beautiful, kindest, caring woman I have ever met, and a wonderful role model to our girls. You have an amazing sense of humour, a great strength of character, which doesn't always work in my favour, by the way. And we actually have an unbreakable bond. I promise to never change anything about you. You are simply amazing. I look forward to the next chapter of our lives and finally be able to call you my wife.
I call upon
these persons here present
to witness that I, Lisa Stella Longbottom, do take thee, Anthony Stead, to be my lawful wedded husband. I promise to love and care for you and to be faithful to you always. Anthony, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage, as a lasting reminder of the vows we are making today, and as a symbol of all that we share now and always.
I should probably say something like, always listen to each other or never go to sleep on an argument. But instead I'm just going to say this, just to try, have fun together, laugh about things. Life is just going to have its ups and downs, but if you can see the funny side, then there's not much you can't deal with as a couple. Everyone would agree with me that successful marriage is not about finding a person you can live with, but finding a person that you can't live without. And I know you found that with each other.
Kiss your beautiful bride.